Let's have some fun. My name is Gabe Leydon. I'm co-founder and CEO of a company called Machine Zone. We've been around for 10 years in Silicon Valley. We're in Facebook's old office on Page Mill Road in Palo Alto. And we're here tonight to talk about some technology that we've been working on. But if you don't know who we are, I'd like to just give you a little bit of a reminder.
Seems that the enemy has hit a bit of a wall.
Thank you. You've probably seen them on TV maybe a few thousand times, right? So we are definitely known for video games, and we are prolific marketers. But we're here tonight to talk to you about the technology that runs our business. The theme of our talk is a distributed and decentralized AI mesh. Machine Zone has been working on a technology for the past 6 years that we believe will revolutionize the world. And the latest upgrades in distributed ledger technology will allow us to do this. When you see what we started with, here's the ledger, keeping track of a currency, and then the brilliance of Ethereum to keep track of a contract inside of the ledger. But both of those, the old systems are too slow to run an AI mesh. You need something that can move incredibly fast if you want to compute the world, which is what we're here to do. So the platform that we believe that will make this happen is a platform we call Satori. Satori is a Japanese word for enlightenment, and that's the theme of the platform. We want to read and write the entire internet. So let's talk about some characteristics of what Satori can do. So Satori can process 500 million events per second. This is a number that is kind of hard to comprehend, but we're going to get into some demos very shortly. They give you an idea of what that means. But paired with Hashgraph, 500,000 consensus transactions per second, we're going to be able to build a distributed computer that will be able to read and write the entire internet. Where I think distributed ledger technology is going to go is to create a network of machines that no single data center could ever house and will compute everything all at once. But Satori doesn't just do fast event processing. It can connect, keep open connections with millions of devices at once. And it can also handle different file formats from data to audio and video. And on your computer at home, you will be hosting a bot. And that bot will be processing the world's information in real time. And that bot will be running bots designed by developers, by our developer community. So let's give you some examples of what you can do with this. So with structured data, it's pretty straightforward. This is Twitter, all of Twitter, 110,000 tweets per second. Right here on the top left corner is a bot that is tracking all the trending topics. In the center, you'll see a domain classifier that is reading every tweet and defining them as an event, as a deal, as a personal message, news, or opinions. On the top right, you'll see a language classifier that's classifying the tweets by their language, their source language. And on the bottom, you're seeing a translator. We're translating this entire feed in 32 languages in real time. This is a fun project that we made that we called Big RSS. We wrote a web crawler and we subscribed to every single RSS feed on the internet, over 10 million RSS feeds. And it's now all being processed through this one feed. We wrote a custom SQL parser that allows us to write SQL code directly to that stream, and now we're getting a filter of only blogs. So now you can imagine the kind of data with 500 million messages per second, what we're talking about, from either reading and writing all of Twitter at once or every blog on the planet. And of course, you can make games. All of our games run on top of the Satori platform. The reason why we made this, the genesis of the technology, is we wanted to make a game that the whole world could play at the same time. So here's an example in Game of War where several thousand players are fighting over a central wonder to become the king of the game. So not only can we process, parse, and run artificial intelligence on structured data, we can also work with audio and video. This opens up new possibilities of decentralized distributed streaming music platforms. Also, video publishing platforms, where you can be part of this network, no censorship, totally decentralized social networking. But I said before, this is about a distributed AI mesh. So the next demo I'm about to show you is a video where an AI bot attempts to summarize the objects that it sees in a human fashion. So this is a video of somebody just walking down the street. And if you notice the messages, we see that the AI is reading and defining all the metadata that it sees on the screen and attempting to explain it in a human summary. A group of people walking down the street. A display case filled with lots of donuts. Got that one wrong. A group of people shopping at a farmer's market. Whoa. Crazy, right? So this is live. This is not a white paper. This is a live platform. So I'm going to jump into a demo of this. Are you ready? Say hello. You see person, face. Once the square gets you, that's it. The square's got you, right? It's going to get you too. But look at this. Bottle. Wow. So any device, any data type can be published into Satori in real time, and AI can read the stream. Anything. It doesn't matter what it is. Let's go back to the presentation. Thank you. But of course, with 500 million events per second, you can do all of this at once. So let's give an example of what that means. Smart cities. Smart cities are run by a distributed ecosystem of devices that are usually siloed inside of many apps. One app running the stoplights, one app running weather sensors, one app looking at video cameras. With Satori, you can ingest and compute the entire thing in one ecosystem. So here's an example of every cab, every bus, every stoplight camera, all flowing through a single app. The metadata is extracted from this application, and new types of opportunities appear, like cameras directing where cars should go. Different types of automation where we literally can start imagining whole countries being run by AI. All the devices connecting into Satori with a bot running absolutely everything. So one example that we've built is we have decentralized ride sharing. Through Hashgraph, it's very fast consensus algorithm. We're able to give driver IDs to the phones for the rider, and a trusted rideshare payment, with Satori guiding all of the routing, all of the booking, because it's able to look at the entire ecosystem at once in real time and make decisions. But of course, there's definitely more that you can build. Here is an example of a grid, a video grid, where you can now do very complex traffic analysis with cheap cameras. Any camera, it doesn't matter what it is. It's just got to connect to the internet and connect to Satori. That's it. And once it's connected to Satori, it can run any bot from any developer. So every camera on the planet will be able to perform the highest functioning AI possible. All it's got to do is connect to the internet. That's it. And you can connect 500,000 live video streams into one meta channel. One. So when you're able to network huge distributed systems like this, into one real-time ecosystem, things like real-time energy trading and monitoring become possible. Parking availability, never a problem again. Never. Cameras are updating you in real time, every single available parking spot in the city. And self-driving car mesh, how are all of these cars going to communicate with each other? What's going to do it? So this is the opportunity that Satori and Hashgraph unlock. But of course, at the scale that we're talking about, we're not just talking about cities, we're talking about the world. When we designed this system, we imagined every single endpoint on the internet communicating with each other in real time. And this is a view of every plane in the world, except for China and Russia, by the way. They don't let us. But this is every plane in the world. So you can quickly imagine a map of everything, which is exactly what we're going to build. And thanks to Hashgraph, we're able to provide a trusted identity and transaction layer inside of this real-time view of everything. So Satori is live. This is not a white paper. You can go to satori.com right now and start working with the platform. As we integrate Hashgraph into the ecosystem, we will completely decentralize it, and we're going to use our token that we call LIT. Hey, we're really good at marketing, okay? We don't screw around. We're very good at, do you see the rocket, everybody? Do you see the rocket? That's good marketing, okay? So with this new incentivized program, we can actually decentralize our ecosystem into your home PC. PCs around the world with fast consensus can now solve problems that were impossible with 14 consensus events per second. With 500,000 consensus events per second, we can kick off a level of automation that would be impossible inside of a data center. So please, join us in our Telegram on Lit by Satori, or our Twitter, Lit by Satori, or please visit our website, satori.com.